Hey recipes, it's Zhang and welcome back to another Wednesday weeknight meal video. Today I'm partnering with Mealthy to share a lemon shrimp risotto recipe that can be made in the Mealthy Multipot. I'm also going to be comparing the question you guys have been asking me in the comments section. What's the difference between a Mealthy Multipot and an Instant Pot? I'll go through the whole comparison and look at them side by side. If you guys are excited for another Wednesday weeknight meal video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more easy recipes. We'll go ahead and get started with comparing the multi-cookers. All right, so here is the Mealthy Multipot box. It's nice and big, but we'll go ahead and unbox it. The first thing you see is this multi-pot user guide, and then an awesome cheat sheet that shows you exactly how to use the machine. Now, it comes with a step 1 to make sure that you have all of your accessories, and then the cheat sheets. This here is a breakdown of all the different types of things that you can cook in the Mealthy Multipot. Let me just give you a quick example. For meat and stew, on low, it cooks meat to just tender. Normal cooks meat to very tender, and then if you put it up on high, the meat will fall off the bone. And it also gives you the time and how long you can cook it for. So this is super useful. And then if you guys are into looking at photos and just like a quick summary, they have a drawing for each of the things that you might be able to cook with. For example, wild rice, quick oats, steel oats, veggies, potatoes, everything. And it just gives you a quick guideline on how long to cook everything for. This is super helpful for me, especially since I'm such a visual person. I don't like reading through manuals. Plus, it comes with this recipe booklet and an accompanying app with videos and more recipes. We have this silicone gasket. So this is an extra one. I'll go into the more details after I open everything up. And of course, the power cord. And then the machine. There's also the water catcher. So earlier I mentioned we have a silicone gasket here, but we also have an extra one in here, and they're like color-coded or different colors. So let's say if you were making carnitas with this silicone gasket, and then you want to make yogurt or cheesecake the next day, this doesn't have to be reused. You can just swap it out for this guy. All right. Now the accessories inside the actual pot. We have the stainless steel pot, a measuring cup, rice paddle, and scooper, ladle, and then a trivet, and a steamer basket. This is so useful, especially if I'm doing like pot in pot, or if I need to steam eggs or something, or vegetables. I've gotten so much use out of this guy. I love it. And then we also have silicone pot holders. This is super nice because when the pot is super hot, it'll still protect your fingers, and you can just dig in right there. So that's the unboxing of the Mealthy Multipot. Let's take a look at the Instant Pot. Now, to compare apples to apples at the same price point, which is $99.95, I have chosen the Instant Pot 7-in-1 Duo. So there is the big difference already. The Mealthy is 9-in-1. This one at the same price point is only 7-in-1. But let's go ahead and look at what the Instant Pot comes with. Here is all of the paperwork that this comes with, the user manual, the recipe booklet, and a little mini quick reference guide. With the Mealthy, the equivalent to their recipe booklet is that they actually have an app with a ton of recipes, tips, and all that stuff. So instead of a hard copy, you have an app that you can access on your phone anywhere, anytime. Here, this comes with a silicone gasket, but there's no extra silicone gasket. You'd have to purchase that separately. We also have a measuring cup, the water holder, a trivet, and another rice scooper and ladle. Now, one of the things that stood out to me, oh, also a stainless steel pot. Now, one of the things that stood out to me was the trivet size. This one is much, much shorter than this one. So whenever I'm steaming vegetables, I can't add as much water at the bottom for the Instant Pot without risk of it touching whatever is on top. So if I'm boiling eggs, sometimes with this, since I don't have an extra steamer basket, I would just lay it right on top of here and it would touch the water sometimes, and it ends up overcooking my eggs, which is super annoying. But this one, the water you can fill up like 1.5 to 2 cups, and it rises higher. Now, if you notice, the Instant Pot doesn't come with a pot holder, an extra gasket, silicone gasket, or a steamer basket. So from there alone, you get more deals from the Mealthy Multipot. Like you get the silicone pot holders, the silicone gasket, and then you also get a better trivet and a steamer basket. Not only that, Mealthy is known for their excellent customer service. So if you have any issues or questions, you can email them or call that 1-800 number to have your questions answered immediately. Their customer service is super good, you guys. All right, so now let's compare the screens. The Instant Pot has an LCD screen, whereas the Mealthy Multipot has an LED screen, and it's much more pleasing to the eye. For some reason, I just like the blue so much better than this like 1980s electronic red. The really cool thing about the Mealthy Multipot too is that there's a progress indicator when you're cooking. So whenever you're wondering, how long is my machine gonna come up to pressure, you will see a graph of where it's at, whereas this Instant Pot is like a guessing game, and really I don't know when it comes to pressure until I hear that hissing noise and then it goes whoop. The cool thing about the Mealthy Multipot is that the ball pops up. If you're like across the kitchen, you'll know that this is at pressure because you can see it, whereas this one, it's always down flush, so you never really know. You have to like run over and look at it. So the design aspect there is really helpful when you have a kid running around or that you're trying to do 10 things at once like me. I'll show you guys more of the progress stuff as we go along, but let's go ahead and make our shrimp risotto because I am hungry, and we're gonna be using the Mealthy Multipot here to demonstrate. All right, so first I'm gonna hit the saute button and let it get hot. Once the screen says hot, I'm gonna drizzle about a tablespoon of olive oil and add 1 tablespoon of butter. Once it's nice and melted, I'll go ahead and add 2 cloves of minced garlic, along with half a pound of shrimp that I've already peeled and deveined. I'll cook each side for about a minute or 2 until it turns nice and pink. Oh, everything smells so good. The garlic and the shrimp. This is gonna be a good one. All right, the shrimp looks good. Now I'm just gonna remove them from the pot. So beautiful. And then to finish off the rest, we're gonna add half a cup of chopped onions. Let them cook down for a few minutes until they're nice and fragrant. They look kind of translucent. Looking good. At this point, I'm gonna turn the machine off because I don't want everything to burn. Now I have 1 cup of Arborio rice. Arborio rice is an Italian rice used to make that creamy risotto texture. You can't really substitute this rice for anything else, so try to look for Arborio rice. I'll dump it in, along with a 1/4 cup of frozen peas. Give it a quick mix. And now I'll add 2.5 cups of chicken broth. I'll give it a final mix. And then I'll close the lid. I'll hit the pressure cook button, make sure it's on high pressure, turn the timer to 7 minutes, and I'll let it do its thing. So remember earlier when I told you guys I'm gonna show you the progress indicator? So here you're gonna see it come to pressure and there's gonna be like this little graph to show you where it's at. Also, one more thing I have to mention, cooking risotto in a pressure cooker or the Mealthy Multipot has been a game changer. I don't know if you've tried to make risotto on stovetop before, but it's kind of hit or miss. I can never get the rice grain like perfectly creamy and soft. It's always kind of like al dente and hard. No matter how much I stir, no matter how much I add chicken broth to it, I just can never get it right. But here, the Mealthy Multipot does the work for me, and you'll see later, it's gonna come out like so creamy and delicious. You guys, it's barely been 3 minutes and it's already come up to pressure. I feel like the Mealthy Multipot comes to pressure so much faster than the Instant Pot. I guess maybe because I can also see the progress, so I don't know, am I wrong here? And she's done! All I have to do now is let it vent or quick release, and then we'll finish it off. So you'll know that the machine is safe to open when the pressure valve drops. The risotto looks so creamy, just the way I like it. But now we're gonna finish it off, and I'm gonna add 1 cup of grated Parmesan cheese directly into the pot, a giant handful of spinach, about 2 cups, some chopped basil, some parsley, juice from half a lemon, and finally, just a sprinkle of salt to taste. I'll mix everything up. And it's ready to serve. Everything is perfect and all ready. Now you guys might be wondering why the shrimp is out on the side. If you want to warm it up in the pot, you can totally do that. The heat from the pot and the rice will just warm it through, but since I like a presentation, and it's for video, I want it to look pretty, the rice in the bowl will heat it up. So we'll scoop some risotto into the bowl, top it with some shrimp, garnish it with the basil, and the moment of truth. The risotto is so creamy and cheesy, and then that hint of lemon juice just brightens everything up. And then the spinach, I purposely didn't cook it with the machine and I added it in after so that it would still maintain a little bit of crispness. It's just perfectly cooked. Wow. The Mealthy Multipot is a game changer when making risotto. I of course have to try shrimp now. It's succulent, plump, and juicy. This right here is a winner, you guys, and it came all together in less than 30 minutes. The perfect fancy weeknight meal. If you guys want to be extra fancy, instead of doing 2.5 cups of chicken broth, take out half a cup and sub it for white wine. Oh, it'll be so indulgent and yummy. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you want to learn more about the Mealthy Multipot, check in the description box below, and I have a link to my blog post as well where I do like a very thorough comparison between the Mealthy Multipot and the Instant Pot. You guys, let me know in the comment section what you want to see for our next Wednesday weeknight meal video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!